Hello everyone, welcome back to Scented Moments channel. I'm Jolima. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all safe. And in this video, I want to talk about 6 luxury niche brands that actually are worth the money. They are worth the retail price tag, at least in my opinion. This is all very subjective, of course. What's affordable and what is worth the retail price, for me it's one thing, for you might be another. And of course it all depends on what are you willing to pay for a fragrance. So again, this is all subjective, it's just my opinion, and these are 6 niche perfume brands that, in my opinion, they are really worth the retail price tag. So without further ado, let's talk about them briefly. First, and of course in no specific order, the first fragrance brand that I feel it's completely worth the price tag is Profumum Roma. I'm always talking about Profumum Roma. It's one of my all-time favorite niche brands, and well, just for example, I have here a fragrance. It's actually latest purchase of mine from Profumum Roma, and it is Olibanum. This one right here, which is the best incense fragrance that I ever came across. It's resinous, it's balsamic, smoky, and slightly sweet. It's breathtaking, so good. And this is a 100 ml bottle size, which will run you for 219 euros. So 219 euros is the retail price tag of the majority of Profumum Roma fragrances. You have one or another, for example, Old Orangea that I have costs you 239 euros. Sorriso also, it's 239, and you have a couple of other fragrances that are a bit more expensive. For example, Rosendo, it's a bit more expensive, but overall 219 euros. I think it's a solid price tag, especially for the quality, for the longevity, the performance overall, for the natural feel that almost all Perfumum Roma fragrances have. I love this house for that. I mean, it's not the most complex fragrances. They don't have the most complex fragrances, but here simplicity is key. Simplicity is perfection, and that's why I love Perfumum Roma. Olibanum is just an example of the quality of their fragrances. A stunning incense scent. Wow, great scent. So relaxing, has a churchy feel into it, but overall it's so relaxing and so realistic. Love Profumum Roma. 219 euros for 100 ml bottle size. I think it's quite reasonable for the quality, for the performance of Profumum Roma fragrances. The next fragrance brand that I feel it's completely worth the price tag, the retail price tag, is Diptyque. I love Diptyque. I still have a couple of Diptyque fragrances in my wish list. I already have 3. I'm fortunate to have 3, and one of them is Oud Palao. This one right here. Man, one of the best wood rose combos out there. Quite animalic, funky, with this damp tobacco. When it starts to develop, it's like the tobacco will replace the rose when it develops. Man, stunning, and the wood is always present here. The retail pricing of Diptyque fragrances, this is the Eau de Parfum. You also have the Eau de Toilette concentration, which is more affordable even. The Eau de Parfum versions will run you for 130 euros for a 75 ml bottle size like this. The Eau de Toilette, I think it's around the 100 euros. So quite affordable for a niche, unique, borderline indie house, I would say, fragrance house, I would say. Diptyque, I feel that it's quite underrated. It's overshadowed by more popular niche brands like Parfum de Marly, Creed, Maison Francis Courjean, I mean, you name it. I think Diptyque is a bit overshadowed by the bigger brands, but nonetheless, I think the quality of the fragrances, it's here, the blend, the uniqueness. I think Diptyque deserves much more attention, and the price tag, I think it's quite reasonable. 130 euros for a 75 ml bottle size like this. You will get a stunning, unique, long-lasting scent. And in this case is Oud Palao. The next fragrance brand that I feel it's completely worth the price tag is Carner Barcelona. And actually, Carner Barcelona was the first niche brand that I dive in. I purchased two fragrances from this brand, which was Costarella and Palo Santo. This one right here. So this is a 100 ml bottle size and will run you for 150 euros. Quite reasonable, especially if you think that a Bleu de Chanel Parfum will cost you 155 euros for the 100 ml bottle size. So this is more affordable than a Bleu de Chanel fragrance. A bit mind-blowing. Palo Santo, man, it's so good. A stunning gourmand scent. Milky, has this warm milk accord with a lot of Gaiac wood, a creamy, milky, woody scent with Palo Santo. Balsamic, very soothing, calming, smooth, relaxing, alluring, sensual, romantic. Man, Palo Santo is fantastic. And you also have El Born, which is one of the best vanilla scents out there. Costarella, stunning aquatic scent with a warm scent accord. You also have, I mean, you have a lot of fragrances, Botafumero, Figman, you name it. You have a lot of fantastic scents from Carner Barcelona, and the price tag, it's not that high. I mean, 100 ml bottle size for 150 euros. Carner Barcelona, it's a great fragrance house. Talking about Spanish niche perfume brands, another one that I feel it's completely worth the price tag. This one is a bit more expensive, but nonetheless, it completely deserves the price tag, in my opinion, of course. And I'm talking about Ramon Monegal. I have quite a few fragrances from Ramon Monegal, and the price goes from 145 to 195, and if we will talk about their Oud line, then the price is a bit more steep. I mean, in the 300 euros. But I don't want to talk about the Oud line, which actually, for me, they are the best oud fragrances that I ever came across, especially Soul of Oud. I'm talking about more the 145, like Agar Musk, Entre Naranjos. I have also their Ibiza line. I mean, you have a lot of fragrances from Ramon Monegal that are much more affordable, and they all smell amazing. And the one that I have here in my hand, it's actually so far the best discovery of this year, probably the best release in the niche realm, in my opinion. Of course, at least so far, it is Faisa. This one right here. Faisa, beautiful looking bottle. All Ramon Monegal fragrances have this bottle presentation, which I absolutely love. I mean, gorgeous looking bottle right here. And this fragrance, I already did a review of this one. Faisa, man, it's so intoxicating, sexy, sensual, but powerful, intense. I mean, the performance is nuclear. We are talking about 24 hours in terms of longevity, and a great, you will feel not one or two, I think you will feel 3 rooms with this fragrance. It's fruity, sweet, floral, it has everything in here, and it's so damn delicious. Man, I love this so much. Faisa, definitely one of the best of this year, if not the best of this year. And the price tag of this one is 195 euros. This is a 50 ml bottle. You can also purchase a 100 ml bottle size, but of course will be a bit more expensive. For me, this is completely worth the price tag. I think 195 euros for this beauty is perfect pricing, but of course it's just my opinion. I'm in love with Faisa. But you also have, from this line, you also have Flamengo, which I have a 100 ml bottle size of Flamengo, which is a stunning sweet raspberry with this jammy rose. Delicious and so seductive. I also have Montpatchouli, and that one is more affordable. I think that one is in between 145 and 160 euros, if I'm not mistaken. Montpatchouli, also one of the best patchoulis, very unique. I mean, we are talking about a salty, slightly aquatic patchouli scent. Very unique, hands down, one of the best in the game. And I have next to me also, which actually was my first Ramon Monegal, next to me is a very complex scent. You have a lot of saffron, you have sandalwood, you have peach, a heavy dose of peach actually. You have a touch of oud, have a lot of fragrance, have also a milky accord, coconut, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a very complex scent, and I don't recall the price tag, but I think it's also around 160-ish euros. Overall, I think all Ramon Monegal fragrances are worth the price tag, and because of their quality, because of their uniqueness, because of the blend. Love Ramon Monegal, one of my favorite niche brands also. And man, Faisa, guys, please check this fragrance out if you have yet to, especially if you have a sweet tooth. This one is a must try. And continuing on Spanish niche brands now, let's talk about another one that actually I just have one fragrance. I have yet to add a couple more from this house actually, but this one I feel that it's still the best of their line. It's from Rosendo Mateu, and it is 5. This one right here. You can see how much I already wore this fragrance. One of my most sensual fragrances that I have in my collection. No question about that. Oh man, so addicting. So it's sweet, not overly sweet. It's alluring, seductive, sensual, sexy, romantic, unisex. I mean, man and woman can pull this one off easily. We are talking about white florals. We are talking about amber. This sensual, seductive musk. Man, one of the best that I ever smelled. Rosendo Mateu, number 5. Just like all other fragrances from this line, will run you for 175 euros for a 100 ml bottle size like this. They all are somewhat unique. I mean, this one is definitely unique in my opinion. You have number 6, which is also really good. A great jasmine with sandalwood. Number 1, it's also quite nice with that bergamot, that green tea leaf accord, with a woody undertone. I think it's also fantastic. These two fragrances, number 1 and number 6, are in my wish list. We also have number 4, which is a nice, easygoing oud scent, a sweet, westernized oud. If you want to dive into oud fragrances, I think that one is a fantastic starter. Number 2 and number 3 are definitely my least favorites from the line, but number 5, I think it's still my favorite. And 175 euros for 100 ml like this, I think it's a great pricing. I love the bottle presentation, quite classy, quite sophisticated. The box is also quite sophisticated. It's a nice big box. I really do enjoy the presentation, the quality of the fragrances. It's definitely here, so I think it's a great pricing for what you get. 100 ml bottle size for 175 euros. And last but certainly not least, a fragrance house that actually really caught me off guard. It is Marc-Antoine Barrois, and he just has 2 fragrances in his portfolio, which is B683 and Ganymede. This one right here. Ganymede is also one of my favorite best discoveries of this year, definitely. So good, so unique. Man, this is mineral. You have leather, and leather here is created by this blend of saffron and violet leaf. It's aquatic, mineral, salty, and you have osmanthus in here which create this floral fruity effect. Man, it's fantastic. I absolutely love Ganymede. This is a 100 ml bottle size like this and will run you for 165 euros. So 165 euros for a 100 ml bottle size like this, and also you will have B6A3, which is more of a spicy, patchouli, dusty, leathery scent, more fall and winter time type of scent, definitely. Although this one is a all year round, in my opinion. Although this is meant to be worn more in the warmer weather, but I think this is a very versatile scent overall. Just like B6A3, it's not a big projection fragrance, doesn't project all that much. It creates a nice sillage, a nice scent cloud around you, but it's not overwhelming. I think both fragrances are very versatile, either in terms of seasons and in terms of occasions. But of course, one has a more cold weather DNA and this one has a more warm weather DNA. Nonetheless, Ganymede is fantastic. It's so good, classy, sophisticated, sparkly, masculine, very masculine, and also quite sexy in my opinion, quite seductive. Ganymede from Marc-Antoine Barrois, it's stunning, quite unique, and great pricing again. 165 euros for 100 ml bottle size like this. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments down below if you love or if you like any of these niche fragrances that I mentioned in this video. What other fragrance brands would you add to this video? Some fragrance brands, niche fragrance brands that you feel that they are completely worth the price tag. Tell me everything in the comments down below, guys. Subscribe, like, comment if you enjoy this type of content, of course, and see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Ciao.